Hello, this is Ed Burke with PlaceForTraders.com for Tuesday, May 26th. Starting off in the June Mini S&P. In my last video, I talked about the pivot level for Friday of 889.25. The market needed to stay above 889.25 on Friday to be considered a bullish market. Below 889.25 was considered a bearish market. I had the first line of support down at 878.25. The first line of resistance up at 900.25, 900.25. These are 15-minute bars. This is where the regular trading session opened. You can see just barely above that pivot level of 889.25. You could see that soon after the regular trading session opened, the market broke that pivot level, trading lower. In the first half hour, the market made its low of the day, going down to 882 even. Then the market spent the next hour trading higher, going back above that pivot level. You can see once the market crossed back over the pivot level, the market stayed in a very small trading range. And actually, for the most part, the pivot level served as support for the market until the last 15 minutes of trading. The market broke back under that pivot level once again, and the market settled down at 885 even. You can see that the market just really made two bigger moves on the day. It made a big move down on the open and then a big move down on the close. Otherwise, the market just traded in a very small, tight trading range on Friday. You know, we were going into a pre-Memorial Day weekend session. I don't think there was really a lot of action. The market just stayed in a small, tight trading range for all of Friday, really. For Tuesday, I'm looking at the pivot level of 888.5. Market settled down at 885 even. Market needs to stay above 888.5 on Tuesday to be considered bullish. Below 888.5 is considered bearish. I have the first line of support down at 880 even. The second level of support down at 874 even. For resistance, I'm looking at the first level of resistance, 893.5. The second level of resistance up at 902 even. I also have weekly numbers. I'm looking at the weekly pivot, 894.25. So the market, as long as it's staying under 894.25, is also considered bearish on a weekly time frame. Also notice the weekly pivot converging very closely with tomorrow's first line of daily resistance. First line of daily resistance, 893.5. The weekly pivot down up at 894.25. I'm looking at the first level of weekly support, 865.5. Second level of weekly support down at 848.75. The first level of weekly resistance, 912.25. Second level of weekly resistance way up there, 941 even. Just as a side note, I'm not going to do anything different, but I am favoring the short side. Some momentum indicators I'm looking at on longer time frames indicate to me that I think we've seen a top in this market, at least in the near term. But of course, I'm going to be sending messages out the same way I always do. Some numbers coming out, 9 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time. You have the S&P Case-Shiller Home Price Index. The expectation is for a negative 18.4%. Then at 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time, you have Consumer Confidence number coming out. The expectation is for 43. That's all I have for this evening. Thanks for tuning in. If you haven't gone to my website as of yet, it's PlaceForTraders.com. You can go on there and sign up for the free alerts. Thanks for tuning in. Good trading.